Hey everyone and welcome to my full review of the HTC One X. Now before I get into this review I have to say that this phone is available from a £41 a month contract on Vodafone. A link to that is in the description if you want to go and check it out. Anyway, before I get into this review, let's run through the specifications quickly. So we have a 4.7-inch touchscreen on the front with a resolution of 720 by 1280. We've got 32GB of inbuilt memory on this version. We've got a 8-megapixel camera on the back with a single LED flash, headphone jack on the top. We've got a blisteringly powerful 1.5 GHz quad-core processor in this phone, and it is ridiculously fast. This phone is. Let's just leave it at that. Not sure about the battery, what type of battery it is, because it doesn't actually give me that on the specifications. We've got a 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera as well. And that's just about that. So we've also got Beats audio inside, as is common with most HTCs these days. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about in this review is the battery life. Now the battery life on this phone really did astound me, because I was thinking, since it has a 1.5 GHz quad-core processor, that the battery life is going to be terrible. However, it's lasted me with average use, which is sending emails, making the odd phone call, texting and watching Netflix mainly. It's lasted me throughout the day pretty well. I'd say I managed to get around about, I think it's about 7 hours maximum without having to put the phone back on charge in one day, which is pretty good for me, which since I managed to kill my iPhone 4S, which has got a dimmed screen, by the way. I dim the screen on my iPhone, so yeah. So I've been using this with the brightness all the way up. I've managed to get around about 7 hours out of it. That's pretty good. It's lasted me pretty well. The only time it has let me down really is when I was using it mainly as a camera to do my camera tests. I didn't put the phone on standby, and I didn't quit the camera application at all. So let's review the benchmark test. Yep, there we go. That took the battery life down to about, I think it was about 2.5 hours to 3 hours, which to say that it was running the camera is pretty good. Okay, so here we are. Here's the quadrant standard results. This phone scored 4,696. Now the highest result I've had of quadrant for this phone is just over 5,000, so that is ridiculously good. You've got the Galaxy Tab down here, then we've got the Galaxy Nexus just down here as well, just above 2,000. It is ridiculously powerful, this phone is. Now let's quickly go into the call quality as well. The call quality on this phone is above par, definitely. It's around about the same as you'd get off of the iPhone 4S and the Nokia Lumia 800, which is really good call quality. The microphone's also really good. I haven't had any dropped calls on it either. So the call quality on this phone is really good, I'd say. It's brilliant. Okay, so now we're going to quickly show you what the audio and video quality is like. I've just had to connect it to my Wi-Fi network, so this video will play in high definition as opposed to standard. Okay, let's do this. Okay, that's just about enough of that. One thing I have to say about this phone is the actual loudspeaker quality has really impressed me, because HTCs of the past have really not had the best loudspeakers on them, especially for making calls on. They haven't exactly been the best. However, this is a big step up. That the loudspeaker on this phone is really good. It's on par with the iPhone 4S, I would say, definitely. It's a really good loudspeaker, so if you have to resort to the loudspeaker to make a call, you're not going to have any troubles hearing the person on the other end. Okay, now here's the portion of the video where I'll show you what the camera's like on it. Now the camera on this phone is really good in comparison to the Sensation XL. It has really nice colours. It's really is brilliant. I was using this phone and my NEX5 on a bit of a photography day just to see what I could get out of it and take you away from the dull city centre of Nottingham. So with this photo shoot, I went up to the Nottingham Castle, which is really good location. You could get some really nice photos up there. There's an attempt at a panorama that failed. Couldn't keep the phone still, and yeah, the stitching went really, really bad on that one. But it's a bit one that's a tad better, I suppose. Yeah, the camera on this phone is a really nice camera. It's not the best of the best out there at the moment. Some of the colours aren't exactly the most accurate, but it is a really good camera. It's something that you could rely on if you were just out and about and found something interesting that you want to take a photo of. It's a really good camera. The video mode on it isn't too bad either. Now, if I can, yeah, here we go. Yeah, eventually. The video mode on it isn't too bad either. We've got a quick video which is on a bandstand. Now the video quality on this phone is really good as well. It's a pretty surprising camera because usually with Android you do get a yay for sound effects on the HTC UI. But you do normally get a bit of blurry motion with Android cameras. I've found, especially with the lower end ones, so the 5 megapixel Sony ones are normally a bastard. But this camera is really nice. You don't get any of the lag or shutter delay that you usually get with Android. That seems to have been finally fixed with the latest software updates. You can get a bit of blur every now and then from shutter lag, but other than that, it's pretty good. It's a pretty solid camera altogether. The only minor complaint I do have about this phone is the buttons on the side for the volume rocker on the side even, which is a bit oversensitive in my opinion. I mean, it's managed to adjust the volume by itself 1,000,001 times while it was in my pocket, which was fairly annoying, especially when you're listening to music. So that's my only minor complaint about this phone. Other than that, I'm going to give it a clean bill of health. This is probably my favourite Android phone at the moment. So as an overall then, the HTC One X is a brilliant phone. It's definitely worth taking into consideration if you're going to be doing an upgrade anytime soon, or if you're looking to go onto a contract. It is definitely a good phone to check out. Well worth the money in my opinion. I think its RRP is around about £469, which is really cheap to take into consideration what it is. I mean, this 64 gig iPhone is 700 RRP, so yeah, it's cheap in comparison. But anyway, great phone, definitely worth checking out. As always, the images from this phone are on Flickr. All the test pictures that I took are on Flickr for you to check out. Some of the test videos, well, one of them, even the bandstand one, is up there. So the link to that, the link to Vodafone, and the link to my main channel are in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and pressing the like button if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next video, which will... I have no idea which phone I'm going to be getting next, or tablet, I have no idea. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I shall see you all in the next video.